Ah, yes. Fall. Well, here we are. It is definitely fall, although there's still a bee flying around me. And this is going to be about the end of this season of the Palangeau Park because, well, a lot of key things have happened. As you'll see, the progress on the Zen Garden and Path has continued. And, well, it's done. So I'm going to show you how that all transpired and do a couple little final touches here with the Palangeau Park and kind of close things up for the season before it starts really turning cold. So anyway, let's start with the Zen Garden. And work its done there. The stones have arrived. Wow.
How are you?
Good, Hugo. How are you?
Good, good.
Wow, looking good.
Finishing up and getting this chipping out.
Yeah.
How do you like the work that's been done?
That's great. Yeah, it looks really beautiful.
I know, right? That's what I told Don. I was like out sick.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, with the cold.
Oh.
But yeah, when I came back, I was like, whoa.
In action. Wow. What an improvement. Nice.
And we go back.
Looking great, Jonathan.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't realize that you had gotten to that point where all the,
Yeah.
what do you call it, the mulch,
The most stabilizer.
mulch stabilizer, yeah.
We got it installed all the way up into here. We got more of this is the perm chip that goes between the joints.
Oh, yeah.
And then once I'm done installing the edging, I can spread this around, fill in the joints, and then put down the stabilizer. So we'll do another coating all along.
Yeah?
It's just, I did it last night, but
Yeah, you were here late.
some spots, so I'm sure there's like some areas that I didn't get as well. But now that we got daylight,
You could see, yeah. You can see, yeah. Wow. It looks great.
it makes a big difference with the chip system.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because yesterday it was like kind of, it was kind of wobbly,
Yeah.
but now it's, I can see how that all fits together. That's great. Beautiful. I'm gonna get you some footage for your acting reel, Hugo.
Oh, actually, that's awesome.
So Brad's suggestion was to put the flagstone along the sides of the path. That could be kind of interesting. And as opposed to trying to walk over them, which would be way too wobbly. Right now, I've been using these borders. Well, I've been using tree limbs as borders. But it could look really interesting, I think, with the flagstone on the sides. So I'm gonna have to look into that once we see exactly how many are left for back here. All right, the finishing touches. Woo! Nice. Nice. A little wet at the moment, but that's good. They're cleaned up. Look at this area. That looks pretty nice. Looks pristine. We got a guy coming over on Wednesday to deal with deal with that. So that'll be good. But yeah. I mean, all the colors, they actually really do come together really quite well. Yeah, I mean, between the steps and then the siding and everything else down here. Yeah, looks good.
Did you guys imagine this to look like this ever?
No. It took a long time just to sort of try to figure it out.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is that I always wanted that area to be a Zen garden. Got my first Buddha in there. Stairs look great. Jonathan put a nice little
that slide.
chicken wire in there so that things don't jump out at me, because that's always a concern. Some leftover flagstone. We'll figure out what we want to do with that later. This area, we'll figure out what we're going to do with that later. So fall is a great time to plant bulbs, specifically tulip bulbs, daffodil bulbs. I've got a lot of daffodils, so I'm pretty good with that, but I haven't had good tulips in a while. So got a couple of different kinds that I am going to plant right behind me here, right behind the elephant over here. That's an area which in the spring there's not a whole lot initially going on, so I think that'll be a good spot for some of these, and probably another spot over on the other side of the walkway here. So I'm going to do that right now. So the thing about planting bulbs is, there's like a pointy section, and that has to go on top. A lot of people think that, you put that down because it goes in the ground, but actually that's where the stalks and such eventually will come out. So that has to go up on top. So I've got a little bunch of these, and I'm gonna put them, this initial bunch, in this section right behind me here. All right, so these are in, and these are for the supposed to be very colorful tulips. So we will see come the spring whether these have actually taken well, and we'll see if they were like eaten up or taken by the squirrels and such, because this happens. And this is what we're gonna do. So we're gonna put some dirt over this, gonna water it, and that'll be done. And then I got another set that I gotta put in. So years ago, when we had a couple of cats, I had some really beautiful tulips over here by this bench, and they were really pretty. But as time went on, those died out, and it's time to plant some new ones. So I'm going to plant the other set, which are these are supposedly more like sort of purple, violet, reddish looking ones, as opposed to the brighter ones that I just planted. So these are going to go over here. Okay, so they're in. I'm not sure if they're like exactly 5 inches down, but hopefully they should work. And now I'm going to do some watering. So I wasn't a big fan of these guys here. They're just a little too big for this area, and so now's the time when I think I'm going to move them. And thought about moving them beyond over there where there were a few others, but I thought, well, those will probably spread in time. So I think I'm going to move them a little bit towards the back. I'm not sure how they're going to do because it's not completely sunny back there, but it does get many hours of sun during the day and during the summer when it needs to. So I'm going to attempt to dig these up next. So I think this might be a pretty good area back here. Remember, I planted some things earlier this spring, but we'll see how they do. I'm kind of a little bit further in. I've got a lot of things that are kind of near the front of this kind of bordered off area. So we'll see how that's going to go. So now I also have to figure out what to do with, well, all of this other Zen stuff that I had pulled out of the Zen garden before. I have to decide, well, what do I want to actually put back? I kind of like the nice clean look that there is right now. So I'm going to try a couple things out, I think. It's the end of these screens. Frank is hiding inside. Oh my gosh, my screen. What did you do with my screen, Dino?
Okay, look better now.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Good riddance to that screen, man.
Yeah.
Next up is cutting some of these branches down so that they don't go over into the Zen garden. So do a little chopping over here. And after, I'd say it looks better. Some of these, like this guy here, that's buckthorn. We'll dig that out some other time, but at least for right now, most of this stuff is not going over the Zen garden. All right, this is the completed project. The completed project, at least for this year. Soon to be getting new screen doors. Little pathway I got going over to Matt and Angie and Wrigley's house. Wow. Just think about where we were a month ago. Looks pretty great. So, I feel pretty good about how Palangeau Park has turned out this year. You've seen it from the spring until the fall, and you've seen some projects. You've seen a lot of really cool things happen. You've seen me like messing up with some of the tools. It's a lot of fun. This was a lot of fun to do, and so I'm going to take a break from it for now. I may possibly drop a couple of episodes here and there, but maybe not until the spring. I don't know. We'll see. I really appreciate those of you that have been faithfully watching this, and you know who you are, and I know who you are too. And I really do appreciate it. It's you know, these things actually take a lot of work to put together every week, but I totally enjoy it. And I'm going to be in the next few weeks, well, actually right now already, I'm doing a lot of film reviewing for the Chicago International Film Festival, and this is a pretty heavy season for me as far as watching films and writing reviews and such. And so I'll be like spending a lot of time doing that before we head off for some time out in Palm Springs during the cold months of Chicago. So we'll see how it goes. But again, I really appreciate that you've been watching, you've been following along, and I really appreciate your feedback. And if you have any feedback or ideas of things that you'd want to see me do in the future, whether it be with this Palangeau Park or elsewhere, I would love to hear them. It's a great passion of mine to put these things together, and but especially when I hear from you, and I know that you like the stuff that I'm doing, or you're having fun with it. So that's what I'm doing too. So anyway, I will see you guys really soon. So enjoy everything.